Our next speaker, who really needs no introduction, but is an individual who is a huge supporter of Pawtucket's vision. He worked very closely with our representatives to provide the tools necessary for the city of Pawtucket, and with those tools we were able to make this possible. Speaker, on behalf of myself and the constituency that I represent, thank you for your leadership. We appreciate your partnership, and I'd like to invite you up to the podium to say a few words. Speaker Mattiello.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you all for that nice warm welcome. We all have our roles and our own perspective. So I want to thank certain individuals. First, the Governor, the Senate President, Stephen Pryor, great partners. But my colleagues, in my opinion, are the most important people here. Representative Mattiello, Representative Johnson, Representative Tobon, Representative Barros, Representative Alzate, Representative Maldonado, and Representative Lyle. We've had numerous discussions over the years, and this goes to the Senate too. They do the same exact thing, it's just in a different chamber, and collaboration and partnership gets this stuff done. But in the House chamber, my colleagues are constantly challenging me and the House of Representatives. They have been persistent, along with the mayor. I got to tell you, Pawtucket is very, 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 very fortunate. The council people, the senators, the mayor, the representatives, they all work together very, very well to benefit the citizens of Pawtucket and the economy. And those representatives that I've mentioned have really worked tirelessly towards making sure this vision got done. I have to give a special shout out to Representative Tobon. He sponsored the legislation and he worked hard. He worked with our staff, he worked with the Senate, he worked with everybody, his colleagues, and I got countless calls from him at all hours of the day, making sure that it got done. He, along with the mayor and all of my colleagues, made sure that it got done. And it's just, I tell you that because it's really, it's exciting, and it's nice to see a process where so many people are working so hard for a community. And that's my perspective, making sure the TIF got done, taking advantage of the opportunity zones, working with the governor, working with the Senate President, and making sure that this vision will ultimately become a reality. So to my colleagues in the House, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being great leaders for Pawtucket and the state of Rhode Island. Can we have a round of applause? I want to thank Brett Johnston from the Fortuitous Group and his twin brother. At first I was looking ahead, I thought it was Brett, but you know, I can speak for Brett because I've talked to him. You can't meet a nicer guy, you can't meet a more community-oriented person. So I want to thank the Fortuitous Group for having the vision that you and it has for Pawtucket and the state of Rhode Island. The vision will transform the waterfront and the city of Pawtucket. This is real economic development. It will include a hotel, extensive business, retail, and housing components. Multi-use development that is going to greatly impact the quality of life of the citizens of Pawtucket and the state of Rhode Island. Create thousands of jobs. It's amazing. It's exciting, and it's all done. The soccer stadium is going to be 100% funded with private investment, no public investment. And that's a credit to Brett Johnson and the Fortuitous Group. In addition, we have a very, very strong soccer community. Who would have known? And soccer is growing, and soccer is going to be the future in sports. It's growing. It draws large crowds, and those large crowds are what's necessary for the economic impact to a community. So I'm very, very pleased that the stadium will accommodate lacrosse, football, rugby, field hockey, and concerts. And as I've said, draw the large crowds. That's going to economically impact the city of Pawtucket in a very, very beneficial way. Also on the drawing board, as you've heard, there's indoor sports and youth sports component. It's very appealing to the community. As I've indicated, I'm very proud of this project. I'm very proud of the collaboration that brought it here. Once again, thank you to my colleagues from the bottom of my heart. Best of luck to Pawtucket. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Senate President, and Brett Johnson. Best of luck. God bless.